on my 18th birthday, I was given a fantastic opportunity to go to Mercedes-Benz in Brooklands for an experience day. It was absolutely amazing. I cannot highly recommend them enough to anybody. If you like driving on racetracks with experienced drivers, then this is your place. I mean, the day itself was absolutely amazing without the driving, but the driving just topped it, to be honest. In this video I've got clips as well, so thank you Mercedes-Benz for providing me with them, because the backstory is you have to pay for them, but they gave it to me for free because it was my 18th birthday, so I thought that was a nice thing to do, to be honest. So thank you guys, it means absolutely well to me. So the day itself was split into 3 activities: passenger, on track and off track. My favourite of course was on track. It was absolutely amazing. But passenger, so you're a passenger and then the professional driver next to you with a special license, everything is amazing. He literally just like goes on the track. The circle bit is quite wet, so you need like good control, good drifting skills, and then the speed run. Literally it was fantastic.
So is that driving yourself the next one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, fully through. Yes, you'll be basically driving a car for a whole hour on you with an instructor next to you. Out on all these facilities. I don't think it's with me, no.
So it's with like different people each one?
Yeah, normally we try and keep it the same, but key to it is keeping it as smooth as possible.
So now you've seen all the build-up bits to the main bit. This bit's bloody amazing, I'm telling you, mate. It was absolutely fantastic. So before he started as well, I mean, the guy next to me was only 21 and he kept on talking, you know what I mean? Just let me have a little nice drive, mate. But he didn't really understand that I didn't want to speak to him. Every time I just kept on saying, yeah, and he kept on coming up with things to say. I mean, he's a lovely guy, but give a man a break, you know?
Okay, straight ahead.
Straight onto that.
Yeah, we're going to keep going straight up this road, and there's not this bus shelter and barriers, but in another 200 metres there's a say brake, stay on the power, and then once I say brake, I want a full emergency stop. Happy with that? Cool. Into drive. Whenever you're ready. So on the power, on the power, on the power, on the power, brake. Brake harder, harder, harder. Stop there. Great. Enjoy that?
Yeah, that's great.
Fantastic. Okay, so pop it down in drive, and then whenever you're ready. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, that's really good. Okay, so let's come over to the left, back onto our access road again. The top and bottom bit.
With like gaps, yeah.
Just a gap on either side where they hold on, because they don't move their hands at all. Their hand is just one on either side, so they don't need the top and bottom bits, they just cut those off.
Yeah.
They don't have a perfectly round sort of wheel. Okay. Now as we come round, there's this series of orange cones. What do you think they might stand for?
That's where like we're supposed to be going, and then like, now we'll turn.
Yeah. So let's come on the brakes a little bit for me. Okay. So yeah, so those orange cones are where we start to turn in. So we go straight towards it, and then we turn when we get there. Cool, when we want to brake beforehand, off the brakes and in. So that cone is the whole basis of what we call the racing line, which is how we deal with a corner. In, little bit of gas, little bit of gas, then on the brakes and into the right. I'm presuming you probably don't do too much driving on country roads, really. See, that's probably what's costing you quite a lot, because this is very like driving on a country road, nothing like driving on city streets. So that's where we're find a nice little deserted back road and have a little play down there, and that's where this technique comes from. So squeeze on the gas again. And into the left. Squeeze on the gas. Squeeze on the gas. Squeeze on the gas. And then braking. Into the right. Now the car's done this in comfort. I'm going to pop it in Sport Plus and we'll see what difference you notice. So into the right. Squeeze on the gas. Squeeze on the gas. Squeeze on the gas. Then brake. And in. Cool.
Is it a sport?
So that's in Sport Plus now. And it makes a big difference. It certainly makes it a lot louder. Tight into the left. Squeeze on the gas. On the brakes. And into the left.
But then lastly, we've done like a 4x4. It's not fun, but it is scary at times. I mean, I've got a couple clips here where like we're stuck in midair, and literally I had no idea, but the guy was so calm. I mean, that's when he does come helpful, because he is a calm guy, so he helped me through it. But I mean, just take a look at it.
It's like the speed limit for this, like 5 miles per hour.
Pretty much, yeah. Once we're on the off-road course, it's just kind of staying at walking pace.
Is there a limit? 18?
Not really, it won't hold you back or anything, but it's just once you're actually out there, just to protect the tyres, otherwise you start to get punctures if we go too quickly over like massive rocks and stuff.
Oh yeah. So what's like the insurance for like this car? Because some like driving, is it expensive?
Well, I don't know what it is. It's an overall sort of corporate liability policy. It's not an individually insured policy. If they get damaged, it's kind of down to us to deal with it, and then that's part of your I think there's some sort of excess. So obviously it's quite steep, you know, we've got serrated, it's a bit muddy, so it's going to be quite tricky. What we want to do is get about 7 miles an hour on that speedo there, and then as we go up, just hold the throttle at halfway all the way up.
What's the throttle?
The gas pedal, sorry. And then once you're flat on the top, stop. Not while still on the slope, once you're over the top and flat, stop the car. Happy with that?
Yeah.
So foot on the brake, drive, 7 miles an hour, and we'll give it a go. And accelerate now. Okay, so off the gas. We accelerated a bit too late, so very gently squeeze the accelerator for me. We might be okay, but you have to be very, very gentle. Very, very gentle. A little bit more gas, a little bit more. Just hold it there, hold it there. A little bit less, a little bit less. A little bit more. Hold it there. I don't think it's going to do it. There we go. Things you always want to do is, if you think about it, is not lean the car over, because if it was too much it falls. You always want to try and keep the car flat. So what you could actually do is just drive straight up the middle, but we're not going to do that. What we're going to do is go in on the left hand side, so your wheels will be right down in that mud at the bottom, and my wheels will be right up on the top of the concrete. And about halfway along, you're going to steer hard round to the right and change sides. So we're going to balance the car on 2 wheels and climb up to the other side. Happy with that?
Yeah, come on.
Okay, we're giving it a go anyway, so into drive. Then we're going to go straight.
So like this.
Yeah, that's fine. Over to the right a little bit. Now straight. Now brake. Okay, now, so we can see we're leaning over at what, like 20 something degrees, 17. And I know it's a damn sight more uncomfortable sitting down there than it is up here. So let's start to turn over to the right. Turn quite a lot over to the right. Okay, and brake. That's good. Okay, so a little bit more to the right. There we go. That'll do. Undo that by a quarter of a turn. Yeah, hold it there. We're going to start to climb the car up to the right. So a little bit of gas. Just hold the gas constant. A little bit more. Hold it there. A little bit more. And brake. So I don't know if you can see. If you can see, can you see this mirror down here?
No.
It's alright, we'll go straighten up a little bit, so turn the steering wheel left. And then go forward a bit further. A little bit of gas. And brake there. You can probably see it now. So look across this mirror. You can see that front wheel now, can't you? Right down there. Yeah, that's now like, you could stand under that. It's right up off the floor. You can see it's, you know, nothing underneath it at all. It's like 6 feet off the floor.
Blimey.
Now watch that front wheel, and then just apply a little bit of gas and watch what it does. A little bit of gas, and then off. So you saw what it did there? It spun, and then about a second later the car did its computer stuff, and you saw the wheels stop. And as the wheel stopped, we went forward. Because obviously, you know, what's the point in sending power to a wheel that's literally in the air? We're not going to go forward. But that's why we need to have this constant throttle business. Because otherwise it doesn't have time to do that calculation. Cool. So let's turn a little bit more to the left. No, actually, there's a little bit more to the right, because we're already quite a long way to the left. A little bit of gas and we'll come forward. And we should tip onto that wheel and that one will come up. Off. Go. And now that wheel's right in the air. Cool, let's drive straight out the top then. Over to the left, over to the left. Just hold the steering wheel straight.
We're left.
Yep.
Ah. It's a massive map, isn't it?
And then we'll stop here. Yeah, there's a good bit of space out here. 4x4 down the steps.
So unfortunately guys, that is the end of the video. The time now is currently 12:16 AM. So it's really late guys. I'm still editing the video as well, so I can upload it tomorrow on a Saturday before the England game, hopefully, or afterwards. Yeah. If you liked it guys, then do not forget to hit that thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next week.